This is $1 million future executive senior sales director Nikki McDaniel from Rapid City, South Dakota, filling in for national sales director Kristen Sharp. Well, Happy New Year! I know that there's many of you listening who you didn't even sleep last night. You were like me. You were so stinking doggone excited about what you accomplished or your team accomplished, and you just woke up just uber proud this morning. And then I know that there's some of you on here who probably were scrolling through Instagram and Facebook and starting to compare yourself and starting to feel less than and really discouraged or maybe even feeling defeated. Is that you? You think, gosh, all these people had all these wins. What's wrong with me, right? Well, guess what? There's nothing wrong with you. And what I love about Mary Kay is that we get to start brand spanking new. And really every day. You know, we start new every year, but we really get to start new every day. And, you know, many of you have heard me share, I went to school for sports broadcasting, and I was just glued after 9, after Mary Kay time, I was glued to the Olympic trials in both gymnastics and track and field. And McLaughlin, now Olympian, two-time Olympian, had a rough year mentally. And they were interviewing her after having 5 false starts. So there was 5 false starts, and the interviewer came up to her after the race. She ran great. And he said, man, that had to have been so discouraging. That had to have been so discouraging. Like, you just had to keep going back and keep going back. And how did you keep, you know, so mentally strong through all those false starts? And she looked at him and she said, I can't control that. All I can control is how I handle it. And she walked away. And I thought, what brilliant words, especially for somebody who we know had a rough year, you know, with her mental health as well. And she's really figured that out. And isn't that the truth with Mary Kay? It's not what happens to us. It's how we react to what happens to us. So you can use last year as fuel to get you moving, or you can stay in that same low zone, and then it's going to affect this year in a negative way too. Another story that I want to share is, I know many of you know Allison Felix, and talk about a why. And, you know, when I'm thinking about a new year, I mean, your why, ladies, has to be so doggone strong, as strong as Allison Felix. So Allison Felix, you guys, had a baby. She's, I think, about 2 years old now. And Allison has been to 4 Olympics, you guys. She's now 35 years old. She's been to 4 Olympics. And, you know, of course, she was the talk of the Olympics, and the commentators kept talking about her, and they shared this featured story. And they interviewed her. And it was a letter to her daughter, and she was standing up on this podium, and she was, on the microphone, and she was sharing basically her why and how she wants to show her daughter, because her daughter now is old enough to understand that she's running and that she's going to the Olympics, and she wanted to prove to her daughter that you can do anything you set your mind to, and with God as your partner, you can do anything. And that was her sole mission, was now her daughter. Whole different than 4 years ago. And so she kind of had a rough pregnancy. She had a rough delivery. She almost lost her life, you guys, during the delivery. Almost lost her baby. Had a really rough go. And came back, you guys, fighting. Completely fighting. So it's the 400. It's her best chance at the Olympics. And she comes around the last turn with 100 to go. And you guys, she's in 5th place. She's in 5th place. And the commentators are like, she's out of it, you know. And she comes roaring back in that last 100 meters, you guys. And she went from 5th place to 2nd place. And it was not all on fitness. It was all on pure determination, because her why was so doggone big. And when they interviewed her, she fell to the ground and she praised the Lord. And when they interviewed her, she said, I'm Allison Felix, and you know one thing about me is I am a fighter, and I was determined. I get the chills. I was determined to get to the Olympics one more time to show my daughter. You guys, she had to wait 5 years to have that moment, and we wake up every day. It's a brand spanking new day, and we have a brand new month, and we especially have a brand new year. But our why has got to be so big that nothing will stand in your way. So that's my first thing is, what is your why this year? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish? And let's talk about some things that Mary Kay's doing. I'm so excited about the Perfectly Pink monthly jewelry. Oh my goodness, you guys, what a great way to keep on track with your goals. I love that, you guys. Everybody, whether you're new or seasoned, you can sell your way to a 600 wholesale. And then when you earn that July through December, you can get the adorable New Year Eve ball earrings. They just make me want to just go to a New Year's party, you guys. They're so dang cute. And then if you do it July through June, you get the necklace as well, you guys. And guess what? If you've got a goal to be a director, this is your year. We are going back to leadership after 2 years of virtual. We are going to Atlanta, you guys. And guess what else is happening? The first time red jacket bonus is back. So if that is you and you have not earned your red jacket, you can get a $100 red jacket bonus. The Bring Your Besties, I was so excited, that is back. So if you're newer in Mary Kay and you still have your Besties coupons, guess what? You can now still keep sharing the opportunity with women who also can get the Besties coupons. We still have the $100 bonus for every red jacket that you help. So every person that you help become a red jacket, you get a $100 bonus, and the sky's the limit. What if you got 3 to 5 new red jackets this month? That's $300 to $500 extra going into your bank account. And then they announced that the top sales director trip is back, and we are going to Scotland. Dublin in Limerick, Ireland is the extended trip, and Edinburgh, Scotland. Ladies, I am hearing on the top director group people who it's their first or not even their first full year as a director who are earning the top sales director trip, you guys. What is different is they believe big. They believe big, and they're willing to go out and do the work. And so I am just so excited, you guys, about this new year. So I want you just to take a deep breath, soak in last year, release what you need to release, and be ready to hit the ground running. Because this year, I don't think they've announced it yet, but I think they had probably the most $1 million directors they've ever had, and more trip winners and more extended trip winners. And what does that tell you, you guys? It tells you that the time is now. There has never been a better time to be a part of this company. There's never been a better time to share the opportunity with your friends and your customers. You guys, the sky is the limit. So I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you this seminar year, you guys. Dig deep, find out why, and let's make our dreams happen. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.